Have you ever wondered that there's got to be more to life than the way that you're currently living it? I certainly have. And I've spent much of my life looking on in confusion at people who have so much and believe that they have so little. It's incredibly bizarre. But there's no doubt that people are stuck in certain ways of thinking, and the truth is that often it's very small and constricted. And I know that people feel a huge sense of injustice about life, that there are many things that seem incredibly unfair, but fret not thyself, because at any given moment, and we've observed this many times in history, at any given moment, you're always capable. You're always in the opportunity to actually improve your life. You are. And I think one of the things that ails people, actually, that people feel bad about, is that deep down we realise that we've made all of the decisions. It's always been us. But it doesn't take the edge off feeling like you've backed yourself off into so many different corners because you didn't want to get in the way, and you wanted to make sure that other people were all right, and you wanted to keep the peace. And I've been talking in my videos a lot recently about peacefulness, but it's about your own. It's not about anybody else's, because people's lives are their own. I think the more that we understand this, the better life becomes. And if you're looking for any kind of rule, I'm a principles man, as you all know, but if you're looking for any kind of rule in life, well, it's that there's your business and there's my business. Mind your own. And we listen to mind your own business as if it's this huge insult. But the thing is, it's not. It's actually, whenever anybody says mind your own business, it's actually really fantastic advice. It's really brilliant advice. Leave people to do what they're going to do. We doubt, well, we overestimate our influence over other people, but enormously underestimate our ability to take charge of our own lives. And believe me, it seems like a small thing to say, but when you stop fretting and worrying and trying to control about other people, well, when you start to do your own thing and live your own life, it has an enormous effect. It really does. And it makes life simpler. It makes it much simpler. Because if you're just controlling what you can control, you improve your world and you set an example for other people. And the thing is, you are not small. None of us are small human beings. We are children of the universe. And we have enormous potential. And potential is just doing your own thing and investing your time in the things that you love. That's what potential is. I do believe that we each have our own individual missions and natural talents, and there is hard work, but there is also natural calling. And I think we ignore that at our peril. I mentioned it in a recent video, that I was watching an interview of Carl Rogers interviewing this lady called Kathy. And there are many different things that she loved to do, she told him. But she wasn't doing them because she was in her words, backing herself off into corners, blending into the furniture, not making herself known. Because whenever you do anything, you do make yourself visible, and that's fine. And that can attract any kind of feedback, but the point is that the feedback doesn't actually matter. The point is that it doesn't bother you, that you don't take on what other people believe. That says far more about them than it does about you. There are plenty of entitled people in the world who believe that they can say whatever they want to other people, but if you actually ever say things back to them, people don't like it. Which, to reiterate, is why I don't believe in rules. Principles are far better. That if you live your life in a way that is uplifting for you and ultimately sets a good example for other people, you're not hurting other people. At least you're not doing it deliberately. You see, there's room for more you. That's the point. There's a lot more room for you. We live in an expansive and wonderful planet, in a wonderful universe, whatever your belief system. Huge amounts of natural beauty. And there's space. Huge amounts of space and opportunity. And I think by making yourself small, by not doing your own thing, the world is a lesser place for it. Which is why I say that you are not small, because the effect of one person really living authentically and truthfully with passion and verve and direction casts huge waves in the ether. Really does. I've felt it, that when I've been productive and involved myself and spread positive messages, truthful messages, I have found that the returns, the joy that's in my life is enormously multiplied. Believe in it and believe in yourself. Trust yourself that if you are motivated by wanting to live a great life and do good things and be an example to other people, I think that's really noble. I think I really do. I really do. It does require bravery. Don't care what anybody says. And what I see is people attempting to, behave in ways that can say, I'm going to prove them wrong and I'm going to show them. It's like, no. Show yourself. Don't ever do anything to try and prove a point. Revenge is a dish best served cold. No, don't serve revenge. Serve redemption and hope and resilience. And if you're the only person in the room doing it, that to me is still a really noble and dignified thing to do. And in my inimitable style, it's always down to you. The opportunity is always there to make things better. It is your choice. They are all your actions. Make them big.